everybody, it is Dusty with Corcoran Platinum Living, dropping in to answer one of the questions I keep seeing asked online, and Google confirmed it. People are literally searching this right now, and it is, why is my home not selling in AZ? And the funny thing is I keep an eye on expired and canceled listings, and I've noticed over the last few weeks, month or so maybe, that we're starting to see more and more expired and canceled listings. And some of them were on the market for about twice the amount of time that they should have taken to sell in our current market. So it's not that our market is shifting, but we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, one of the things I'm seeing people literally ask all the time now, when I go and I'm looking at my Google keywords and stuff, and I'm trying to find, you know, what it is that consumers want to know, I'm noticing an uptick in that particular question. So if I'm seeing an uptick in expired and canceled listings, and I'm seeing more people start to Google that question, then there must be something behind it. So I'm going to answer that. So I've spent a day or two really going over some of the expired and canceled listings I am seeing in our MLS. And roughly speaking, I don't look at all of them, but I look in about a 20-mile radius of me, because that's about where my people are usually. And so one of the common things I am seeing is that some of these homes are just plain overpriced. And I don't mean by like a little bit, I mean by like an absurd amount. And I think what's happening is sellers, because they hear how hot the market is, those people who wanted like a premium price for their house, you know, they went and listed their house not just at the top of the market, but like if the comps were here, and they didn't price like here, they priced like here. And then to top it off, they didn't hire an agent who was going to market the house very well, if at all. One of the most common things I'm seeing in these expired and canceled listings, aside from the price just being off by a lot, is that the marketing is almost non-existent. About half of them have cell phone photos or very minimal photos at all. And of the cell phone photos that are there, they don't make sense. A lot of like zoomed in pictures of sinks and weird stuff like that, or just weird angles. You can't see anything. The lights aren't on. You don't know what, like, are we listing like some kind of like murder house, or are we listing like somebody's $500,000 home? And so I'm seeing a lot of that. Not a lot of professional photography, almost zero videography. And of the videos that are there, you're lucky if it's an actual video. A lot of times it's just a slideshow of a photo of the photos that are already there. So you're not seeing anything new or different. I know I say this a lot, but Google, YouTube, Zillow, Realtor.com, all of these websites have already stated, as in years ago, that they are trending towards and moving towards, and their goal is to be video based. So if they've already decided and announced, as in several years ago, that hey, we're going to move to an all video based platform at some point and text will be secondary, then maybe agents should start doing it. The last time I looked in the MLS, only about 5% of all the listings in the entire Arizona Regional MLS had videos. And a lot of those videos weren't even done in a way that would SEO optimize the property. So I know I harp on it a lot, but if you want your home to be found, it needs to have a video, and it needs to have professional, photos, not for sale. That's like one of the things, is there's almost no marketing. And then like on some cases, I've had at least one person this year list with someone else. They were already in my database. They're already a past client of mine, and they thought they were going to save some money, and they went and listed with this other big brokerage that promises that they can sell your house really fast and that it would literally be under contract in like 2 or 3 days, and 6 days went by and they didn't even have a single showing. And so yeah, so believe it or not, you know, people, like I said, when you look in the MLS, there are agents who will just take a listing at any price and then put in minimal effort and then say, oh, well, if it didn't sell, then, you know, big deal. But some of them, so this one in particular, like, get back on track here. So she called me up. She was super mad, irritated, like, I hate these people. They lied to me. Why didn't my home sell? And so I pulled it up and I looked at it. And yeah, they'd done professional photos. They were okay, but there was no video. And then when I dug further, there was zero marketing. There was no direct mail to the neighborhood. There was no social media ads. There was no Google ads of any kind or YouTube ads. There was no video to even put on YouTube and Google if you wanted to. Like, one of the things I do with my listings is I take that listing video and I run a YouTube ad towards everybody looking to buy within a certain, well, I think 15-mile radius on YouTube, because Google owns YouTube and they know who is searching to buy a home in what areas. And so if that home, if I can make sure I put an in-stream ad and Google knows that you're going to buy a home, of course they're going to put that video in front of them. You have to run that video to the right audience. And that's the other thing, is a lot of these, it's not just marketing, like toot your own horn, like, woo, look what I can do, I did this fancy thing. No, like, there's a reason it has to be done right. So Google knows all this crap about us. They know if you like Louis Vuitton versus Prada. They know if you like tomatoes and not pistachios. The things you search online goes into data, right? And people like me can target that data. So if I can target somebody who is interested in residential pre-owned homes that are single family and detached within a 15-mile radius, the videos from my listings go into that, and I can make darn sure that those people are going to watch at least 6 to 8 seconds before they can skip it. They will at least know about your house. And I have to tell you, the videos that get the most views when I run those types of ads, the ones that don't get skipped over, are the listing videos. Every time, hands down. People will watch almost 75–90% of it, and they'll want to see your house, hands down. So if you're not doing it, you're basically taking money out of your client's pocket. You might as well take it out of your own pocket, because you're not going to sell the house anyway. But anyway, so that's my spiel. If you have questions, let me know. If you guys have questions, since I'm in the school pickup line, if you want to put them in the feed, I'll see them. But yeah, that's one of the things. What else am I saying? Like I said, no marketing, like, and I mean zero. Social media, Google, Instagram. Like, you'd be amazed at like the kind of full scale of things that should be done on listings that don't get done for 95% of agents. It's 95% of listings. And then I even find some agents that will do them for high dollar listings, but not like the average listing, which is just rude, because like that's somebody's largest investment usually, and it doesn't matter how many zeros behind it. That's what they have. That's like their hedge against inflation for retirement, you know? So you can't be saying, oh, well, you only have a $300,000 home and this guy has a $3 million home. You might spend a little more on the $3 million home, but it's not that crazy expensive to market the $300,000 home. So you might as well learn where to click and what to do and how to do it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, if you have any questions, visit my website at DustyMartinRealtor.com or give me a call, 480-717-9405. And like I said, we'll talk about why we're seeing lots of price reductions in the future. Have a good one. Bye.